hello there. We're gonna see how this kind of mixes up here too well. This is my home. I'm teaching from today. I have a whiteboard that I put up next to pictures in my dining room, and we're gonna be doing this for the present time. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go over what we're gonna talk about, just like I do every single day. I'm gonna give you a few examples. We're gonna go over them. And then what I'm gonna include is a very short a quiz over each a part of what we learn each day. I think I've got about 6 problems based off what we have today, and then just a couple problems that are gonna be just a bit of a review. So let's move on. All right, so today we're gonna talk about polynomials. And the biggest framework of our polynomials is how they're set up. And we're going to talk about our number of terms. And we have three ways that we're going to be able to identify our terms of our polynomials. We have a monomial. That's going to be just a one term that stands alone. And then we have a binomial. That's going to be 2 terms. You're going to have your first term and then second term. It's always going to be separated by an operation sign. And then our last one is a trinomial that is going to be expressed using 3 terms. So we have our square unit, we have our x, and we have our constants. So we have a monomial, a binomial, and a trinomial. And you can always look at our prefix. You know, mono is going to mean 1 term, bi is going to always mean 2, and then a trinomial, you know, think like a tricycle, that's going to be 3 terms. So, small little review here. I've got 4x squared plus 3. I've got a term, an operation sign, and then my constant. So I'm going to have 2 terms, and that's going to make this into a binomial. Board's a little bit shaky still. So here I've got 6x squared minus 4x plus 6. I can see I've got my square unit. I've got my x to the first degree, if you will, and then this is my constant. So I've got 2 operation signs. I'm going to have 1 term, 2 terms, and 3 terms. So this is going to be a trinomial. So there's a monomial, a binomial, and a trinomial. Great? Cool. So what we're going to do here is we're going to erase this guy. Hope it doesn't fall over. It did a couple times. Wow, this guy's not going to be in a good mood today. Wow. But that's cool. I came a little bit prepared. Okay. All right, give this guy just a little bit of time here to dry. So my plan going forward is I'm going to grade our chapter 6 we just took, was actually chapter 5. I'm going to grade those tests. We're not going to do a second part of chapter 5. No more graphing, guys. I'm sorry. I went ahead, I skipped chapter 6 because the formatting on Google doesn't quite allow it very nice. So we're gonna go ahead here and pick up on chapter 7, and then maybe we'll have time for 6 hopefully later on. So, okay, all right, so the next thing that we're gonna talk about is gonna be adding polynomials. And we're gonna be doing this in a very, very similar situation as to what we talked about when we were adding like terms. And really the only thing here that we have that makes it different is going to be the fact that we've incorporated a square into it. Now, it still has a like term. We're not going to have x squared plus x squared become x to the 4th. That's not going to happen here. But all we're going to do, friends, is we're just going to combine our like terms. So I notice here, I've got 3x squared and 2x squared. So it becomes 3x squared plus 2x squared. And that's going to give me 5x squared. And then I take my other like terms. So I've got my 2x, I'm gonna give that guy 2 lines, and I've got my negative 3x. So now I have a positive 2x minus 3x. Well, 2x minus 3x is gonna be a negative 1x. And then lastly, I've got my constants. Those guys are gonna get 3 lines. So I've got 1 plus 5. And 1 plus 5 gives me 6. So I've got 3 unlike terms. I have an x squared, x to the power of 1, if you will, and my constants. And this again is 3 terms, so it's going to be a trinomial. Let's try one more. So we've got 2x squared minus 6x minus 3. And then we're going to add that to a negative 3x squared plus 3x minus 1. So again, I've got a trinomial and I'm adding to it another trinomial. So here we do the exact same setup. I've got a 2x squared and a negative 3x squared minus 3x squared there, Mr. Porth. And then we're going to add up a negative 6x plus 3x. And then lastly, I've got a negative 3, a minus 1 more. So I've got my like terms of 2x squared minus 3x. That's going to give me an answer of a negative 1x squared. A negative 6x plus 3. I've got more negatives than positives. So, and then what separates 6 and 3 is going to be 3x. And then a negative 3 minus 1 is a negative 4. And we're all set. We've got 3 unlike terms. There's my x squared, x to the first, and my constant, and I'm all set. So after you watch this, please feel free to head back if you have any questions. I'm going to include a very short 7.1 number 1 quiz on this. And then tomorrow we're going to be talking about subtracting polynomials, which just incorporates one more step. All right, guys. Hope everyone's all doing good, and hopefully I'll see you soon, guys. Bye.